Coralie Fargeat reveals that prior to her incredible success with 2024's Academy Award frontrunner The Substance, she began her filmmaking career with a Star Wars fan movie. The director's 2024 body horror feature saw Demi Moore's Elizabeth Sparkle use a drug to develop a doppelganger named Sue, Margaret Qualley, for her subconscious to inhabit as she attempts to hold on to her fame, only for the two to become bitter enemies. The Substance has been nominated for Best Picture, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Makeup and Hairstyling, while Fargeat and Moore were nominated for Best Director and Best Actress respectively. While the world waits to see if The Substance can mark a major hurdle for horror at the Academy Awards, the Holophiles shared a Letterboxd video that shone a light on Fargeat's filmmaking beginnings. The director shared a project she developed at 17 years old, which was a homemade Star Wars fan film recreation of Return of the Jedi. Using existing tracks from John Williams' discography and footage from the movie itself in areas, Fargeat employed stop-motion and homemade costumes to recreate key moments of the final original trilogy film with her friends. The Substance director is yet another filmmaker inspired by Star Wars. Both iconic directors and recent acclaimed voices highlight Lucas' influence. Fargeat is far from the only filmmaker who was inspired by the Star Wars saga, with Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, Leslie Headland, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and other filmmakers and artists having worked on the series as they ascend from fan to franchise contributor. Prior to the release of The Force Awakens, Peter Jackson, Ron Howard, and Guillermo del Toro all shared how George Lucas' saga had inspired and shaped their careers, from its storytelling to the pioneering VFX work they would use. More contemporary filmmakers, including James Gunn and Denis Villeneuve, have also cited it as an inspiration. As a pivotal film franchise in Hollywood history, it is difficult to list directors who weren't inspired by Star Wars in some form or another. Despite its relatively simple tale of good and evil, it provides many with a good introduction to how familiar storytelling structures and archetypes can be developed, while its filmmaking techniques pushed what could be achieved on screen further with each installment. As such, large portions of the industry today likely had their creativity sparked by the galaxy far, far away. Our take on Star Wars' true legacy. Generations of artists found their spark thanks to Star Wars. Margaret Qualley Sue toasts with a whiskey tumbler in The Substance. Star Wars is one of the most influential and prolific franchises to exist, and as such, its tale goes beyond what is seen on screen. While the tales of rebellions, empires, and republics may be well known to many, the series' production has also been extensively documented both officially and unofficially. As such, not only could an artist be inspired by the fiction, but tales of its real-world production offer a glimpse into what goes into making a movie, with the prequels, sequels, spin-offs, behind-the-scenes features, and storytelling showing how filmmaking has evolved. As such, many may enjoy seeing Fargeat's filmmaking start as they wait to see if The Substance can achieve an Academy Award sweep, and how, like many established filmmakers and hopeful artists starting their careers, she drew influence from Lucas World. A work of clear passion from Fargeat and friends, her Star Wars fan film will leave many charmed and wondering how the franchise set them down their own paths.